Silver and gold, silver and gold. That's a song, right? It's something like that. I don't know. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. Welcome to the finale, final match, championship game for all the bacon of the Lackey Grand Prix number 5. It is myself against Mr. John Earley, my brother-in-law, RedDragonThorn. What other names does he have? I don't know. Redemption Elder, playtester, competitive player, national tournament winner. We're playing against him, and a lot of you may have already seen the game because we live streamed it when we played it on Monday of this past week. But I recorded it for you guys. So if you have seen it, then you may not be quite as interested in this video, but you do get to see my hand in this time, because John was actually the one who streamed it on his Twitch on Monday, so this time you get to see the game from my perspective. So I don't know, maybe that'll make it more interesting. This one you also don't have to see John's webcam, you don't have to see John's face in it, so you know, maybe that's a plus for you, maybe that's a minus for you. That's, you know, perfectly acceptable too. He's not a bad looking guy, so you know. But we're not related by blood, so it's, you know, it's not a compliment to myself, okay? So anyways, we are playing a deck that is silver and gold. Look at that. It's pretty cool. It probably looks very familiar to anyone who watched my channel. How many weeks ago now is that? 3 weeks ago, from round 3 of the Lackey Grand Prix when I played against Jeremy. I played this deck, which is titled the game's best tiny offense, question mark, 2 question marks for extra emphasis. I can't make this intro video very long because we've already seen this deck for one, and so you know, it doesn't need to be very long, because if you want to see what the deck's all about, you should just go rewatch that video's intro, and then you can just skip back over to here. 2, I've got a pot of water boiling upstairs, so we've got like a timer on it this time, so you're welcome, guys. Maybe I'll have to do this every week when I'm recording the intros, or I don't know. I'll just have to like set the burner value or whatever level to you know, the amount of time I want to give myself. Should work, right? Yeah, totally fine. Anyways, so I was actually going to play a different deck. That was the plan, because you know, that's what we do on the channel here, but I was pretty much going to be doing the same thing with the offense. Like, it was, I think I was going to keep the offense like exactly the same, and I was just going to change up the defense to do something a little more I don't know, interesting, I guess. I don't know. Herons are good, and they're powerful, and that's, you know, that's cool. But you know, maybe it's good to try out other things, you know, things that aren't necessarily going to work quite as well, but might be more fun. I don't know. I was gonna do like a black-red defense, just like, you know, big black-red synergies and that kind of stuff. And then as I was putting that together, I was like, and by red I mean crimson. I don't know why I was saying red. Black and crimson, there we go. But as I was putting it together, I was like, maybe I should do orange and crimson. And so then I was starting to go in that direction, and then John messaged me and he was like, hey, you want to do a sound check real quick? And this was like 15 minutes before we were going to start, and I was like, I'm like trying to figure out this defense, you know, put the last touches on it, and then I was on the wrong plugin because I had been doing the tokens stuff and whatnot, and we didn't do that for this video, so that didn't quite happen. And then I went back to this plugin. I was like, all right, just which of my recent decks do I want to try out? Honestly, I maybe should have done the Resetti deck, the one from last week against Seth, just because I kind of figured that John would be playing like something super aggressive, you know, get set up and then if I'm able to get to a reset, then hopefully that kind of can shut him down a little bit, give me the advantage there. But I was like, oh, this deck was so fun, and I feel like the draw that I got against Jeremy with this deck was kind of lucky, because I'm pretty sure I had Expatriator and Legion of Angels in my opening hand, or at least in my opening 11, because I think Jeremy went first. I could be wrong about that. Either way, I had like 2 of these guys in the opening hand, and then it's just like it's just so good that it just like didn't. I don't know if it was really an accurate representation of what you could really expect when you're playing this deck, because there are only 5 heroes, I guess 6 if you count Justice Seekers, in the main deck, and so your odds of drawing one in the top, or in your first 8, is not as high as it maybe should be, or maybe you probably want it to be with most competitive decks. So that the fact that I had like 2 in the opening hand, and they happen to band to each other and be the one that like draws and is protected, like that's pretty good. And so that I feel like could have skewed the game a little bit. I just wanted to give a little bit more evidence for why I think this is the best tiny offense in the game, or at least why I was like proposing that it is. I do think that it is. I would probably venture to say that at this point. Not trying to like speak into anything about the game, maybe a tiny bit, but I mean, a lot of you probably already know the outcome of the game. I won't spoil it here, just to just in case you haven't, I guess, in case this is fresh, or maybe you're just finding my channel now and this is the first video, still go back and watch that other one where I explain the deck if you're curious what's going on. But you could also just go right to the gameplay and figure it out as we go. It's pretty straightforward, just small offense that keeps plugging away and attacking and gets recycled by Chamber of Angels, and just a nice big defense that gets a lot of value from cards like Outsiders and Herod Philip II. Does some countering with Herodias, has Herod the Great, which is just awesome, and has some long game plans with like Merchants of the Earth, and just the protected dudes that could block more or less infinitely is if your opponent is out of battle winners, basically. So that's pretty much where we're at. And then we've got the alternate win conditions of the Cross and Angel Party, which the Cross with a meek Legion of Angels in reserve is how we would try to pull that off if we do get to that point. The problem with that is having to get through my entire deck, which usually is a little bit of an issue. Maybe you could get there with a few big Outsiders draws or something, and Legion of Angels does some drawing, but overall it's not that fast. So yeah, that's not quite as likely. But Angel Party, though, that's a way to go. That's the way to do it. So anyways, let's see. I suppose I could talk about what John is playing, if you guys want to know real quick before we start. I kind of already told you. I mean, he's been playing this like super aggressive like kind of Nativity Star of Bethlehem combo deck, where it's just like, hopefully I go first, hopefully I set up everything, and it's very glass cannony and very much a like John style of deck as of late, at least. John also, I mean, a John style of deck could mean a lot of things from over the years, but lately he's been liking kind of like these glass cannon combo sort of decks where it's like just it's a race to a certain point, and then if you get to that point you probably win, and if you don't quite get to that point before your opponent gets to a certain other point, then it starts tipping. So don't let the length of the video give it away. It's a long video, but it's because it was a good game and there was a lot of thought, and John's first turn was ridiculously long, so I'm going to try to trim it down as much as I can, I promise. But there was a lot of stuff going on, so we may have stretched the 90 seconds by just a tiny bit. It's fine. I definitely do that all the time on the channel here, and we are playing in a online Lackey environment, so it's not quite as straightforward. And the shuffling doesn't count against the 90 seconds anyway, so well, I guess it can, but that's usually like when you're searching and get more time, whatever. And so the fact that Lackey saves time on shuffling doesn't necessarily save like the game timer time, but I don't know. In tournament game, it's you get 45 minutes for a game. In Lackey Grand Prix, you get an hour and a half for the game. So maybe you get like 180 seconds per draw, upkeep, prep phase, pre-battle phases on your turn. I don't know. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, I think that it's more interesting when you're in a video like this to like actually get to see it played out. And I don't know. You guys can let me know. Like, do you want to see a hard like timer of some sort? Maybe not quite 90 seconds, maybe a little more. That just it doesn't feel fun to enforce it, especially in an unofficial tournament like this. So I'll probably just ignore whatever you say anyway, unless you agree with me. So, all right. Anyways, enough chit chat. I gotta go put some noodles into some water that's hopefully boiling by now, but not too much. And let's hear from me talking about Your Turn Games for just a little bit, and then we'll get into the game. This video is sponsored by Your Turn Games, a retailer of Redemption CCG with various products such as singles, sealed product, and great deals on bundles like battle boxes and grab bags. They also have pre-built decks such as Challenger decks in the $55 range, Contender decks in the $80 to $95 range, and Champion decks in the this deck just placed at Nationals last year range. They also have card supplies to keep you caught up on all of your gaming needs, and at no cost to you, they have Redemption resources such as the latest Redemption news, rules, tournaments that are coming up, and Redemption content such as this. So head on over to yourturngames.biz today, and a big thank you to them for supporting this content. Boom. Boom. Oh, it's a reasonable opening in. I don't mind it.
I'm happy for you, truly. Truly I am. Oh, and then you rolled a 6. Alright. Just get it all out of the way, why don't we?
You can go first.
I can go first? What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to use this star ability and no others. So we will reveal your hand and underdeck that to underdeck a good dominant if I so choose.
Cool.
Reveal to others all. Okay, we see a fistful of evil cards and we say, yuck, gross. Especially because you've got this Darkness Soul over here to go grab one more. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Negate heroes and good enhancements in opponent's territory cannot be prevented. Got that Crown of Thorns. Alright, well, I will go ahead and underdeck my regrets to underdeck your 3 woes.
Yep.
I'll let you do the mechanics there. Reveal to others none. Go here, send to the bottom of deck.
Well,
any stars you would like to do, good sir?
I do not have any stars, but I will just go ahead and use my darkness then.
Sounds good.
I don't know. I guess just because it's in here, we might as well, right? See what happens.
Oh, there you go. That seems good.
Seems fun.
That seems like a card.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Take it away.
Well. This hand is sufficiently awkward. But I think we'll go to New Covenant here and go to my deck.
Sure.
And we're gonna grab
Reach of Desperation. Oh.
Emmaus Road.
Dark.
I'm also going to play a Crowd's Choice.
Uh-huh. As good. Evil.
As good.
Neutral. That'd be something.
Yeah.
Can we get neutral dominance at some point?
Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool. I'm going to go get a Peter, and we'll play him Meek.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and play this Emmaus Road, if you're cool with that.
Yep.
For this delivered.
Yeah, that Regrets was pretty good.
Which I will also play. Oh, tell me about it. Yeah, if you'd been able to 3 woes my new covenant, I would literally have nothing else to do. Like,
No, see,
like
the thing is...
when you rewatch this, you'll be like, it is quite literally the worst possible opening hand that this deck can have. Like, I'd be better off with no heroes in my hand, so I could at least, like, I don't know, it's bad. Anyway.
I probably wouldn't have even... I don't think I would have woes your new covenant, but I think once you activate 4 Drachma Coin, I would have woes that.
Woes that, sure.
Yeah.
So we will do a Drachma Coin here. That's in the discard pile. And then we will discard that to draw 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Find any less awkward things?
No, not really. How many discards do I want to give you with Outcasts? That is the question.
Should do as many as you can for the content.
For the content? Yeah. Not for the 4 Lackey Grand Prix points at stake here. Alright, fine, for the content. We'll play a Joshua, your favorite, and let you discard my top or bottom.
Well, unfortunately, that Distress Lost Soul that you drew is making things a little more awkward.
Oh, that's right, I'm negating him. That's very lovely. We'll play that Joshua for free! And in that case, we should probably also go ahead and play this Oped for free. Bad players are bad, everybody. Especially when they're looking at just super awkward hands, right? I mean, it's still pretty awkward.
I was hoping that you were going to be like, I can't risk it, and then just not play your heroes.
Oh, no. we risk it for the biscuit every time.
Whereas if it was the Afflicted, do you think you would have done it?
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I could do that, but that's not going to be enough. I think the right play here is to... Man, I don't want to do it that way.
Just send out Joshua. He's too good.
He's so OP.
I can't handle him.
We're going to play Second Coming to the discard pile.
Cool.
Or Crowd's Choice as good.
Mm-hmm.
To Numerous as the Stars.
Wow, did not see that one coming.
I will show you 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. If I'd been smart, I would have left Obed in my hand to show you 5, but that's okay. 4 is going to have to be good here.
Yeah, I mean, that seems alright.
1, 2, 3, 4. You cool if I just leave my deck revealed until it matters?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. Fifth Seal. To Emmaus Road to Star of Bethlehem. Second use of Emmaus Road if you're cool with that.
Sure.
There's Emmaus Road. That's in the discard pile. Deck, reveal to all, none in shuffle, because now I believe it's about to become relevant. Okay. Let's lay these down. These down, these down. Alrighty. Star of Bethlehem with X equals 4. We will act
3.
Star of Bethlehem with X equals 3. That's even more awkward. So we will activate Star of Bethlehem. We will activate John the Forerunner, and we will activate Magi. And we will activate them in that order. How's that sound? 1, 2, 3. Drop a hopper over there. 3. Then we're going to top deck a good dominant. We'll say Son of God, which will then get shuffled back. And then we will top deck a NT star card. How about Magnifying Multitude?
Which Son of God are you using? Just for my
I'm using the Nativity Luke Son of God, the only Son of God that you should be playing right now.
Just
How
making
does that
sure.
sound?
Just making sure.
So we'll draw a Magnifying Multitude, and then one random card here. Did I shuffle my deck? Yes, I shuffled my deck. 2 Joshua triggers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, discard that. Alright. We're going to play some cards here. Play a Hungry Lion. We're going to play... Come on. I'm not playing this as Meek. It just double-clicked in my hand there. Play a John the Fisherman. We're going to play the Son of God that I drew. I promise I shuffled my deck. You can look at the chat log here. To rescue the Dull Soul, please.
Mm-hmm. Inspecting the chat log. Let's see.
Yeah. You go inspect that.
I don't trust the Lackey Shuffler.
Me neither. It's rigged. I'm gonna play Wages.
Uh-huh.
And we're gonna go grab. Oh sure, why not? One good outcast deserves another. Shuffle. Send that to the bottom. Put it in my hand. Okay, and now we can play an angel appears, and you have hand advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And we will go grab Heavenly Host, which will trigger, giving me a token, which I'll grab in a second here.
Yeah, we should have just used the Phase 2 tokens plugin that I had.
But then I would have needed to build the deck in there.
No, you would have just... It would have been fine. You could have just copied your plugin.
Sure. So here are my tokens.
I feel like
okay.
And I like to use classic cards for my tokens so that don't get them
Ooh,
confused.
yeah, that would have been good. That was the only Meek Angel that I could find. That had like decent numbers. I could have done like even like Angel at Bethesda is IJ.
Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna play Coming Prince and go to my discard pile and top deck and draw Star of Bethlehem.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then we will play Star of Bethlehem, and this time X does in fact equal 6. So we will trigger Star of Bethlehem. We will trigger the Hospitality in Bethany from my hand. We will trigger the Virgin Birth from my hand. From my discard pile, we are going to trigger Delivered. Is there something else on my discard pile that I need to trigger? Nope, not at this moment. So then from cards in play, we are going to trigger Magi, and that's 5. And then I think we'll trigger Magnifying Multitude. And I'm going to trigger Hospitality and Bethany last after Magnifying Multitude. That way I can draw the card that he top decks. Although I guess, yeah, because the Magi trigger, I don't know, it's going to get messed up somehow, some way in here. Okay, so I'm going to trigger them in Star of Bethlehem, then Virgin Birth, then Magi, then Hospitality and Bethany, then Magnifying Multitude, and then I'll draw the Magnifying Multitude card with my Jeshua trigger. Does that sound correct to you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I was paying attention to half of that at least.
Wonderful. There's my 6 cards from Star of Bethlehem. Then I said Virgin Birth, so we'll look at the top 6. The owner top 6. I can underdeck that to take one of those. I will choose to do that. So I'm going to take that one, and then those go on top. This goes to the bottom of deck. Then we're going to go to my deck.
What did you take with Virgin Birth?
That's right, we changed that rule. I took Regrets.
Cool.
Because I have regrets about how this game started.
I mean, you seem to be doing okay.
I mean, I found a way to get there, but I still have 15 cards off of my deck, right? So like that's 15 more cards than I normally have at this point in the game. Anywho, I just lost track of what I was doing. Okay, I just revealed my deck to myself for Magi to top deck a NT Star card, which is going to be Emmaus Road again, because why not? So all, none, and shuffle. And then I will draw. That's your delivered discard? Or no, you went to get tokens for me? That was so kind of you. Should be worried about the fact that you had those tokens ready to go. So then I'm going to draw Emmaus Road and 1 card off the top with Hospitality and Bethany. And then discard your top card with delivered.
Boom. Ouch.
Reverence and Awe. Okay.
I wanted that card.
Hand. That's in my discard pile. And then I will top deck a Nativity Hero from deck, which I don't know that there's any left, so that's cool. There are not any Nativity Heroes left. Back to all, none, and shuffle. And then I have a Jeshua trigger floating out there from Magi, so I will draw 1 random card. Cool?
Cool.
Alright, my Jeshua is tapped out. Alright, discard pile for that.
You can still attack.
I can still attack. I can still play some cards too.
Jeshua can still attack.
He can still attack.
Yeah.
Play Golgotha, go grab a gospel character except a hero. How about Highwayman?
Cool. He's pretty good.
That is what they tell me. They tell me that he is pretty good. I'll play a good woes on your outcasts. I feel like it's going to be relevant.
Okay. I accept.
They have Plunderers. We're going to play a Betrayal and underdeck a good card from your hand. Others all. Oh, gee, which one should we underdeck here? How about that one?
Seems okay.
Interfield to others, none. Go back here, go back to my hand, to the discard pile with that. Okay. Let's play a Virgin Birth to grab a human hero from deck because I'm using it on Elizabeth. What about this one?
Papa Abe. It's interesting. Suppose
Well, it's a turbo glass cannon, right? He's designed to play Abraham or to play Noah.
Play Noah, I suppose. Yeah.
And then basically he's an extra card that way.
Yeah.
Speaking of whom, we're gonna play Emmaus Road for the third time. Go to my deck, field owner all, and go grab Mr. Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle. So Noah up there. Okay, and then after all that nonsense, I'm gonna play a Mayhem.
Oh, okay. Well, that's exciting. Look at all them souls.
That is a little more like it. That's the speed that I was missing, to be honest, was I hadn't drawn any of my souls. Okay, so soul resolution here. I'm not going to worry about my lawless. I will activate my blind first, so that my lawless is negated. And then exiles, prosperity, and darkness here. Darkness isn't going to do anything. Exiles will go to my discard pile, and we will put a delivered. Oh man, I played this so wrong. So wrong. Alright, we're not going to put a delivered on top. We're going to grab. We're going to grab a Coming Prince.
That makes sense.
And then I will discard a. I'll discard a Hospitality in Bethany to Prosperity to draw that Coming Prince and one card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm going to play Vain Philosophy and look at your hand.
Mm-hmm.
See what new goodies we got there. Others all. Oh, he came back!
That he did.
He came back. That is no fun. Alright. Well, I guess that we will send him away again. There's none here. That's my discard pile. Okay. Well, I think it's time to activate the cross.
Uh-huh.
And then I think it's time to attack. We will attack with Noah and shuffle outcasts.
Believe that outcast.
Oh, except a
is
human.
a human.
Okay. Sorry, we're not going to do that. That's a horrible idea. What is outcast toughness? 6. I have 5 cards in my hand. Okay. We will attack with a token and underdeck outcasts.
May underdeck a card, an evil card with strength X or greater. Huh. That's. Yeah.
That is his 4th use there. This is, by the way, why I need multiple tokens. I can't just have one. Because they do make it to battle.
There you go. Have another token.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I triggered him for 3 tokens this turn. Him, Magnify Multitude, and Gabriel. So I need 3.
Magnify Multitude is not unique.
Never mind, I triggered him twice.
So, I guess with that, you can have a Lawless.
Hey, Lawless. Okay. And then with that, I guess that it's your turn.
Oh boy, a turn! I will say, that was a really long 90 seconds.
We're playing on the computer, dude. Cut me some slack.
Let's see here.
But yes, it was a little long. Not arguing that for a second.
Alright. I will... Sure, why not? I don't think you have anything on triggers off of me searching. So
I don't know.
Top deck a Nativity hero from deck. Because, you know, why not? Let's do that one.
Ooh, that's a good choice. I like that.
Yeah, he's alright.
I hear tell that he is okay.
Mm-hmm. Alright, then I will activate Chamber. And by activate, I mean put down in my territory.
Ooh, there you go.
Yep. Then I will... activate... No, I will put down an artifact.
Okay.
And I will make a rescue attempt with... Magnifying Multitude. And draw 2.
Then you're negating 7 or greater there?
Correct.
Okay. We're going to block with Highwayman and draw 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then Minish.
Sure.
I will underdeck him to protect Lost Souls from rescue.
I suppose that will work.
Okay.
And I'll put down a Gabriel. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw 2. I will use a star ability, say like Emmaus Road, and look at your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a hand. That is a
Barely.
hand indeed. Of the others, none. Go back over here. Okay. Woes. Let's go ahead and drop that down on your Distress Lost Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Note. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn over New Covenant and turn over Golden Calf.
No.
That's set up. we're going to play wages and go to the reserve. And we're going to grab a Sheol, which we will play. Then we will play an Emmaus Road. Let's clear that there. Go to the reserve. And grab The Child is Born.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to the deck gets shuffled. Throw that into the hand there. Okay. And then we are going to back with Gabriel and reserve an evil card from your deck.
Cool.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. Reveal to owner none. Reveal to me all. We're gonna reserve Archelaus.
Mm-hmm.
And then that is my rescue.
Okay. Well, I guess we go with Herod's Guard.
Yep.
And prevent the next good card played in this battle. Exchange with a Herod in my deck. You're a 5/12.
I am a 5/12.
Man, why are all these Herods so big?
I can't answer that question for you. I don't know why.
I mean, you probably could partially answer that question. I mean, you did kind of design the cards, right?
I mean, some of them.
Alright, I'm gonna leave my... Or no, see, if I discard a random card, I cannot play Herod's Temple from my deck. So I'm going to play Herod's Temple from my deck.
Okay.
We'll go there. And then... I will choose a hero to attack, which I believe will be Joshua.
Are you sure you want Joshua?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not like 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, you're the expert. Are there any post-exilic heroes floating out here right now? I feel there's got to be like somebody, right?
Unfortunately, as the... I guess Obed is also Old Testament, but there are no New Testament post-exilic heroes.
Well,
or
that's
post-exilic heroes with a
unfortunate.
New Testament reference, I guess.
There
but,
are. There are indeed. All right. My initiative?
That's what I'm kind of trying to decide here. I think I might just activate Herod's Temple.
Okay.
It's good. I didn't want that card anyway.
My initiative?
Sure.
Okay, I'll die.
Okay, cool.
And then I will say your turn.
Cool. I will reserve the top card of your deck with Massacre of Innocence. Feels good.
Cool. It does feel good. Wages to the reserve.
And then I will clear that. That only works with humans, man. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I will make a rescue attempt with yeah, let's go with we've got 6 cards in hand. Maybe I should pay attention to that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I'll go with Gabriel. I will negate your Plunderers, and I will ban to your Magnifying Multitude. Draw 2.
What are you negating?
Negating Plunderers with Gabriel.
Plunderers, gotcha.
And then
I heard Wanderers for some reason, and I'm like, who is Wanderers?
And then Magnifying Multitude will be negating 10 or greater toughness evil cards.
Okay. Sorry, I'm asking Marcus a question right now.
That's no good.
So you drew 2 off Magnifying Multitude?
That I did.
So I switched from the Demon defense in this deck to the Thieves, and it worked really well against Jonathan last round. But I'm really missing the insteading good draw place enhancement from the Demons in this game. Because the extra cards that you're grabbing off Magnifying Multitude are, like, super important.
Yeah.
Well...
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like the draw instead and the possessing spirit both make give the demons a slightly better advantage with this deck. They just don't have very many star abilities.
Well, ironically though, I switched because I was having issues against the Nativity deck. I was having issues with people using my own offense against me. And I guess frankly, maybe I still am, just because of the style of defense that I'm playing. I'm not playing a defense that has a ton of, crazy good staying power here.
Right.
I am playing one that's just a little bit more meh,
It's got blocks, but they use up more resources than other defenses.
Right, and in theory it shouldn't matter, but I also had to play Second Coming, not for a soul this game, and you've gotten 1 block, so like sometimes that's all a deck needs to keep up in a race where I don't have a lot of blocking power.
Right.
Okay, so you negated Plunderers? Okay.
Correct. Well,
I will block with them anyway.
Cool.
Does that sound? Minish?
Yeah.
Okay. I will play a Hurling Insults to interrupt the battle and underdeck Magnifying Multitude.
Okay.
Which is my Magnifying Multitude, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so you're 12-11.
That is correct.
Well, slightly awkward. I'm guessing you noticed, but your Plunderers is CVP because of Humble, and I just want to explain that to people before I decide to pass here.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
So I'll pass.
you didn't want to give me an enhancement?
No, not particularly.
Okay, so if you pass, you die, right?
Yep. So I will go to chamber.
Oh, that's not where I wanted you.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't. Oh. Put down Sheol. That seems good.
That does seem good.
Um.
Want to say hi to Uncle Jaden?
Hi, Uncle Jaden.
Hey, JJ.
You see him? You see him on my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing,
we now
bud?
interrupt this live stream to show you JJ. Say hi to everybody out there. Right here.
Hi, Jordan.
I know that's Jaden. Jordan might be watching. I don't know. All right, bud. Run along.
Look, there's books on my wrist.
That's super cool, buddy.
Um.
All right. So you played a Sheol and
And an
then
Outsiders.
a black gold Outsiders. Okay. That is a card.
Yeah, it's one that I maybe should have kept in my hand, but I didn't really want to discard anything, so.
I mean, that's fair.
No, I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. Draw 2.
Plus, I figure having 2 evil characters out with Sheol is a little bit better than just having 1.
That's probably the correct answer. I'm going to use Emmaus Road and look at your hand.
Sure.
Others all. Ooh.
More defense.
Well, I mean, you're playing the right deck against me. I think this is the right deck to play against me. Wish you played the other one that wasn't ready.
I mean, the other one was this deck, except the defense was different.
Sure.
So it was the same offense and same size defense.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But I don't know. Now that this is the last game of this Lackey Grand Prix, I might not play it soon. So I don't know.
Sure. Okay, so that goes back here.
Just didn't want to get people's hopes up, you know. Plus, they'll probably get tired of this offense anyway.
So, let's see here. The woes. These are all CBN and CBP and all that good stuff.
All that good
Alright.
stuff.
All that good stuff. Yeah, so woes can stay on distressed. That's fine.
Cool.
I guess we play Emmaus Road, go to my reserve, and grab Magnificat.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will attack with just doing a little counting here, don't mind me. Think we have to play down my Highwayman and my Magnifying Multitude here.
So what is your usual rescue here? I mean, like, does your Magnificat and Childless Born and that kind of stuff in a reserve usually?
That's usually enough, yeah. I mean, and like I said, the Magnifying Multitude draws are like super important to you here. Because I mean, if you look at it, you're 1 resource away from not being able to stop me because you have a fistful of enhancements. And so if you have 1 less character, then I can just get rid of the 1 character and move on, right? But because you have so many different things going on there, it's more problematic than that.
Right.
So I think I need to attack like this. I think I need to just attack with solo Elizabeth.
Check Nativity heroes. Some evil cards with strength X or greater. X is the number of cards in hand.
Which is 5. And by my count, I have 6 brigades for your outsiders. Which is why I had to count.
Let's see. Yeah, blue, green, white, silver, purple.
This John here is purple. Yeah.
Seems good. So, does the protection on Elizabeth stop Herod the Great from kicking her out of battle to choose somebody else, or does that?
I believe it does, yes.
At
Marcus concurs with me. He says choose can't target the protected hero to remove it, so choose doesn't work.
Okay, so it does target both sides,
Yep,
I guess.
it targets both sides.
Okay.
Which is what I
we
thought.
have 45 minutes left, so yep, 8:40.
Okay.
Okay, well, I think the right play here is to block with outsiders. And I will underdeck. Let's do John the Fisherman. Peter. And then I will let's do Obed. And then I will draw 3.
Yep. That seems good.
Okay, so now I'm a 4/4. My initiative.
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Does that change things? Interesting. I'm gonna play wages.
Okay.
I will go to reserve for turn to Egypt.
Okay.
And we'll send wages to the bottom. And I think I'll just keep it simple here. Or at least try to. Let's play. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. Alright, let's do duplicity. And I will play an evil enhancement from reserve, which will be Herod's Banquet. And I will ban 2 Herod the Great. And that's it. So he will play a Herod from my deck, which will be this one. He will then choose Father Abraham to attack because Elizabeth is interrupted.
Correct.
And then Herod's Banquet will discard 1 good card from your reserve.
Go ahead and take a peek at it.
See what's left in here.
Reserving that wages was a really good play. I need all those evil cards.
Yes, you do. Alright, let's discard that one.
Yep, seems good.
And That's all for me.
Okay. I am going to draw one. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna draw one with Father Abraham.
Sure. So you're converting him to meek then?
Oh, crumbs. Yes, I am. And then I'll die.
Cool.
Misplayed that. I knew what my top card was, and I was thinking that having a Magus
You'd be
Road
able
would be
to
very
play it.
helpful.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I was just debating what star card I needed to grab with it. Alright, well, that's my turn. Go ahead.
Cool. Well, maybe it'll be good that you drew that card then, because I'm going to reserve the top card of your deck with Contagious Fear. I don't mind having him gone too. That's kind of nice. Does this help me? I don't know. Let's go ahead and put it face down. And let's put down the Outcast in case that matters. My neutral cards are on for the time being, so I should maybe do something there. This seems decent. Let's
Is this that deck that you played in the other day, the best small offense or whatever?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you still haven't watched the video?
I still, of course not. I don't have time for that.
I'm gonna banish Covenant of Prayer to take Angel Party from my reserve.
Sweet.
Yeah. Basically, you can't deactivate Golden Calf.
Cool. I wasn't planning on it.
I will remove Gabriel from Chamber. And yeah, I guess I'll make a rescue attempt here with Gabriel and negate that doesn't really matter, I guess. Negate plunders. And I will actually, I think I'm gonna take a Silver Gospel card from my deck.
Sweet.
Yeah. Let's do Legion of Angels.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. We're gonna do. No, yeah, we'll do Legion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legion. Well, for the content? Sure. For the content. We'll block with Highwayman and draw 2.
Sure.
And ban 2 Plunderers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe that makes it your initiative.
Cool. So if you prevent there, if the enhancement cannot be prevented, can you still take it with plunders? I forget what the.
I believe Marcus said yes in the main Discord.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will.
Because it's still targeted with the prevent.
Right.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just wanted to verify. Okay. Let's try it out. I'll play Fourth Bowl of Wrath, which is prevented.
Okay, I will take it.
You may do so. Alright. Then I will play Angel Party. I will place it in my territory.
Play in the Angel Party. Alright.
And
Told you I was doing it for the content.
then I'm going to let Gabriel die, if that's alright with
And
you.
go to the chamber. Yeah, I suppose.
Cool.
I suppose I'm alright with that.
And I'll put down Legion of Angels, and I will... I will discard Abandonment and pass the turn.
Okay, I will draw 0 because my deck is empty
Mm-hmm.
for the time being. And then we are going to attack. We'll leave my good woes. Actually, we're gonna move my woes to the outcast, please. And then we are going to attack with Noah, convert him to Meek, and shuffle a card except a human. How about we shuffle your Angel Party? How's that sound?
Sounds sad.
I can't make it that easy on you. Come on now.
Well. I suppose I could just put a lot of cards back in your deck.
I mean, now that the Angel Party's gone, you have no reason not to, right? Or you could draw a bunch. Like, that's fine, too.
Yeah, that also is tempting.
And you could maybe draw that Angel Party.
That's true. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Nothing is negating accusers, right?
Accusers. What's accuse? Oh, yes, because I didn't replay my Obed. So you're saying that my Noah was prevented from doing that?
I believe that is correct.
Gotcha. Whoops. Well, do you want to fix it, or do you want to just have me attack with a 1/4 Noah? I'm attacking with a 1/4 Noah.
I'm Angel Party back, man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. How many brigades do you have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I probably should have moved my woes to accusers instead. I guess I had to replay the Obed. It's okay.
Right. Alright, I guess I'll block with Herod Philip II. I will draw 2. And I will ban 2 outsiders.
Draw a bunch more.
And I will draw... let's see. I'm going to underdeck... I'll underdeck Noah and the Cross.
Cool.
And draw 2.
Awesome. Special initiative?
Yep.
I will negate Outsiders.
Cool. Makes sense.
And I will top deck a good star card from my discard pile. Can I use Star of Bethlehem again? Oh, wait.
No.
Survey says no. How about a Hospitality in Bethany then?
That is acceptable.
Yay! Angel Party won't trigger next turn. So is that my initiative by numbers now then?
You're what, 7-6? So yep, I believe so.
Your Outsiders is 4/4.
4-4.
Ugh.
I mean, you still have Emmaus Road, right? So Angel Party wasn't going to trigger anyway. Unless
I
you
mean,
need to
you've
use
got
it to
enough
win,
things.
try to win the battle, I suppose.
You've got enough things that can reserve and do other nonsense like that. I'm gonna go ahead and die.
Cool, I accept.
And then we are going to play down a Peter and Mace Road. To grab John.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start using my shield, because why not? I'm gonna underdeck my darkness.
Sure, that sounds great. I don't know that I'm doing much more searching, so that's totally fine by me. We'll play the John. I don't think this is gonna matter. You can have your 4th bowl back in your discard pile. Yep.
I know you were excited to use that on Noah.
I was excited to use that on Noah. And so yeah, your turn. Sure, your turn.
Cool.
Ugly.
Alright, 2 reserva cards. Come on, let's go. Got a salty.
Show me the right souls. Ooh, salty.
That's probably going to hurt me more than help me at this point. For being honest.
You have the turbo salty package in there?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay, so I suppose we can put down a Herodias. And let's grab a Gabriel.
Where did we grab Gabriel from?
Chamber.
Oh, from Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
I just want him to be in your discard pile. Is that an option?
That is not an option.
Just asking. Just checking.
Yeah. Let's go to rescue attempt. And
Yeah, do it.
let's go with Gabriel. I don't know. Negate my Herodias, I guess.
Ooh.
Or actually, no. Negate Herod Philip II. We'll go with that. Yeah.
Sure, do it. Negate him.
And then ban 2 Legion of Angels. And draw 3.
Cool.
Punisher. Humble. Wow, what a draw.
All dim draws. Okay. We will block with Highwayman banded to Plunderers. Highwayman will not draw. You're really big, Minish.
Sure.
We will discard your Herodias to discard. Oh, you don't have an artifact. That's awkward. To discard my Golden Calf and your Legion of Angels.
Boo. Alright, Legion will go to chamber.
And then your initiative with Gabriel.
I suppose I could have used Legion to search. That would have been good. Man, I kind of like your golden calf being gone. I don't want to negate that.
I mean, you are playing the best small offense. You got time on your side, right?
That's true. What are your numbers here?
15, 21, 2110.
2110.
Regrets has a -3 on it.
Okay. Let's. Yeah. Let's play an Angel Appears. I will play
Okay.
Legion of Angels from reserve.
Ooh.
Legit meek Legion
Nice.
of Angels, not a token.
Not a token. I like
And then
that.
I
That's
will
awesome.
ban to Magnifying Multitude to draw 2. And negate evil cards with toughness 16 or greater.
All right, 16 or greater. Let's see what options I've got there. Was that not prevented by plunderers?
That is a good call.
Wonderful.
That
I'm
was
gonna go ahead and take
prevented by
that.
plunderers. Doop. Doop. Okay. Sad.
I like an Angel Appears. I can
Yeah.
use that card.
Alright, fine. I'll play Scapegoat to negate and banish regrets.
What? That's no fun. All right, negate and banish. Then Golden Calf comes back.
Yep. Along with
Yep.
my Herodias.
Proteus.
And
Okay.
yeah.
Alrighty. That is going to be good enough. You can have prosperity.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. Humble doesn't. Yeah, no, never mind. I definitely did not have fewer cards in hand than you.
No, you definitely did not.
Yeah. Okay, alright. So, what do we discard here? Let's do... Clinging to Power. I kind of wanted that Golden Calf to stay gone.
I figured.
Like, honestly, that would have been so much better if I had done Scapegoat first and let you take that. Even though that might have been kind of annoying. Then I will discard... let's do... do Falling Away.
You don't think you're going to get a chance to play that one?
I don't know. It's not looking likely. Then I will... And honestly, I probably should have just let Gabriel go to chamber and let Golden Calf be gone.
Gone to fight another day. You got a soul this way. You're on the board.
That's true. That's true. Then I will discard Romans Destroy Jerusalem.
I was really, really hoping that you were going to use Outsiders to toss that at my Elizabeth and just kill her.
I thought about it.
That would have been the way cooler play. Just throwing that out there.
Then we'll discard Doubt. And man. Yeah. Let's discard turn to Egypt.
Okay.
That'll pass.
Alright, I'll draw 2. Hey, look, star cards. I'll use Emmaus Road. And look at your hand.
It's a fun one.
Yes, that is definitely a hand. All right. Others. Let's look here. Upkeep. We are gonna move my woes to your Punisher Lost Soul, please.
Okay.
We're gonna play an Angel Appears and Annunciation.
Is
Yep, I
Vice-
know.
Vice-
I know.
Okay. Cool.
I know. And then unfortunately, I am also going to play Emmaus Road, negated by Salty.
Okay.
And then I will rescue with John the Forerunner for a soul, please.
For a soul?
Yep.
How do you suppose that?
I believe I'm paralyzing all of your evil characters.
Paralyzing the ones that aren't protected from harm.
Oh.
Teehee.
Well, good then. Well, I never had a chance to rescue another soul anyway. That was the only option that I had to force through a soul was John the Forerunner.
Ah.
So that's why I've been slowly trickling off the OT heroes, supposed to get the unity back on that.
Yeah, that's kind of
It was
what
actually-
I figured. I was
Yeah, it
actually thinking about not choosing Father Abraham to try to keep
right.
them on the table. But in the interest of time here, I suppose I will block with Herod Philip II. Draw 2.
Yep.
Ban 2. Herod the Great. I will discard a random card from your reserve.
Sure.
I guess I'll just shuffle it and then discard that one.
Sweet.
And let's just leave John the Forerunner in battle.
Yep. Minish then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we'll do it for the content, right? We will play A Child is Born
Mm-hmm.
and interrupt the battle, take a Nativity hero from reserve.
I was really hoping to hit Anna.
Look, there's still one left. And ban to any number of NT heroes. Are your heroes being protected from me?
No, they're not.
Lovely. So we'll bring in Anna. We'll bring in this Legion. We'll bring in your Magnifying Multitude. Sure, we'll bring in my Elizabeth, my Magi, Gabriel. We'll bring in my John. Oh, let's just bring in everybody. Why not? For the content, right?
Everybody.
And bringing in everybody. So everybody's in battle except for your Gabriel. I can't ban to him.
Right.
Let's see here. I won't draw with Legion because there's nothing left. I won't draw with Magnifying Multitude because there's nothing left, but at least I'm negating things that are 3 or higher. I'm protected from 3 or higher by Elizabeth. I can't take anything with Magi. Simon's not going to do nothing. I don't have a good dominant to reveal with John the Fisherman, which is super disappointing. That would have been amazing if I did. Yeah, that's what I know.
Okay, so you're negating toughness 3 or greater?
Yes.
And protecting
where is that?
nativity heroes from evil
Toughness
cards?
3 or greater. And protecting nativity with 3 or greater. strength 3 or greater. So it's toughness for the toss, or toughness for the negation, and strength for the protection.
Okay.
Yeah,
see.
that's not confusing at all.
Yeah, no. And it's Nativity heroes from evil cards with strength X or greater.
Yes, so it's everybody in battle except for John and Peter. Oh, and then I get my Anna trigger here. So I get to look at your top 3, and I can reserve up to X evil cards, or I get to underdeck them. Reveal to others top 3. We will underdeck these.
So does that work?
Yes. Gives me special initiative.
Yep. I think so. Yeah.
Does it or doesn't it?
I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
Cool. Well then, I think we will play this on Magi, so it's a gospel hero. Interrupt the battle and reserve all evil characters in battle.
Okay. Then I will play Mask of Fear to negate that.
Cool.
And also Child is Born.
And also Child is Born, yes. Which I don't even know where Child is Born is at this point. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Under
Cool.
the pile of dudes and
Under
things.
under the pile of heroes that I now need to take back out of battle.
Those, I believe, are mine.
Yeah, I wondered if I should have brought in half of them and used the banding abilities to bring in the other half. Oh well.
Oh,
Doing it for
sure.
the content, right?
Let's see. So yeah, I guess he could have done Peter to band to John, and then Gabriel to band to somebody.
And Magi. I could have done
Oh,
Peter,
and
Gabriel,
Magi,
and
yeah.
Magi. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I could have done.
Nativity here, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Which I guess that also kicks out my Herod the Great, sadly. Yeah. And puts those 2 cards back.
So then you have 10, 12 defense, and I have 21, 18 offense. I have 18 offense and 11 defense. And you are 8, 10, 12 offense and 7, 9, 12 defense. So I believe it is mutual destruction. Yeah? Sound right to you?
1811, is that what you said?
I am 18, 11.
Okay. So I have to get up to 18 toughness.
Correct.
I guess it's your initiative, so yeah.
I will
start with
pass.
Okay.
Yep, yep. We will start with a pass.
So, I believe that since Herod Philip's ban was negated, that counts as Herod the Great not having entered battle this turn, right? And if he does enter battle again, it's just that his ability can't activate.
You're looking at Sheol there.
Right.
I do believe that that's the case.
Okay.
So yes, you could get 12 defense that way.
Right. So let's go ahead and do that. And I will banish.
Or 10 defense, I guess.
Banishing turn to Egypt. And we'll add Herod the Great.
Okay. You're up to 22 defense.
Yep.
That is one more that I can get to with this Hospitality and Bethany. Alright, I will go ahead and die by the numbers there. And at that point, I will gracefully concede to you, because you're just going to pick up souls with Angel Party. I have no way to put cards back in my deck.
We only have 8 minutes left. You could stall.
Yeah. Yeah. If I wanted to stall, I would have done some different things here. All right.
That's fair.
Despite taking some questionably long turns, I have not been deliberately attempting to stall the game out. You know
Well,
that's not my style.
Because I know what my top 2 cards are, I'm going to solicit that I would win next turn anyway.
Ooh, you got a way to get around cross?
Yes, I believe so.
Sweet. Do it then.
Alright. Let's start by using the star ability on delivered to send a message.
For my top card. Yep, send a message.
And in my upkeep, I will rescue your Humble. And then I will just making sure that nothing. Okay, yeah. So I think I can just rescue with Gabriel, negate your Hungry Lion, and ban 2 Resurrection Revealer. Negate your neutral cards.
Yep, you got back to him.
And then I will play Son of God.
Yep.
Second Coming. And I will rescue these 2.
Then I will give you the Lawless, because I don't have enough to stop you there. Good game.
Good game.
Alright guys, there you have it. Lackey Grand Prix final. Jaden beats me 5-2. I did have a super rough opening hand, but still somehow found a way. Did I deck out? I don't remember. It was so long ago.
You had like 4 cards left or something like that, I think.
I still got pretty darn close off of what was truly a really, really rough opening hand. But as we can kind of see, and this was the same defense that I lost to in Swiss when I ran across Chad, the Herod defense matches up really, really well with the Nativity offense, just with the tricks it can do. So Jaden was playing kind of the defensive heavy, best small offense in the game, and so we kind of had the opposite decks there, and his got the job done. So well played, Jaden.
Thank you. Yeah, it was I wonder how the game would have been different if you didn't have regrets in your opening hand. Like,
I think you would have crushed me even worse. I think you would have just like outright won in like 3 turns.
Maybe, I don't know, but like you would have had been forced to play a little bit slower, which maybe means you would have lasted a little longer.
If I don't have the regrets, I think I literally activate Golden Calf and pass. If I don't have regrets and don't see the 3 woes, I still play it the same way, and then you just slow me down at that point. When you choose to play your woes on whatever target you choose, whether it was 4 Drachma Coin or New Covenant or anything else like that.
Sure, yeah.
Feel like I would have been inclined, and you said you would have played it on the Drachma Coin.
Yeah.
I would have been inclined to play it on New Covenant after I reveal that I'm searching for Emmaus.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, because I know you're probably playing numerous.
Right.
So.
Because what if and it's not the typical line of play for this deck, but what if my play had been delivered into Cross and I had Drachma Coin in my hand already?
Sure.
But again, that would have required me to like see that you had 3 woes and be playing around it.
Right.
I'm not going to lie, when I play this deck, I'm not playing around anything. It is a very glass cannon deck. It is very linear. It's one-dimensional. I have a game plan. I execute my game plan. If you attempt to disrupt my game plan, then you disrupt my game plan. I have ways built in to help mitigate that, like regrets, like vain philosophy and stuff like that. But even if I don't have those, I'm still just putting the pedal down.
Yeah.
It's like, and the reason that I think you would have crushed me in 3 or 4 turns, if I didn't have regrets, is because I didn't have any defense in my opening hand. And so literally, if you'd chosen to attack even just with a lone Resurrection Revealer, you would have picked up souls on probably the first 2 turns.
Huh.
And then the fact that I was able to keep your Resurrection Revealer off the table for so long meant that, my cross was good most of the game, and then at some point you could have played Son of God's Second Coming.
Right.
So
Yeah, which, I mean, I didn't even have Son of God's Second Coming until, like, the last turn cycle,
Sure.
I guess, where I was, like, drawing cards my opening hand and then in, like, during
Yeah.
battle and stuff.
I mean, there was definitely a window there where I had, like, you have the inevitability in this game, right? So, like, I have the first punch, but you have inevitability. There was a window that closed probably around the time you got your second block. If I pick
Right.
up 1 or 2 more souls there, then I might be okay. I might be able to fight through things, but the fact that you were able to get Magnifying Multitude draws early on, and then the outsider draws later is too much. Once you have resources against me, my offense doesn't have enough to get through things.
Right.
So I mean, it's just that simple, which is why it does things like Heavenly Host tokens and Noah to get rid of evil characters and things like that. Normally, against most decks, Emmaus Road to look at the hand tells me exactly which line I need to take to rescue a soul. But when your entire hand is 6 evil enhancements, and then the Herod's ability just to go get whichever Herod they need, it's tricky.
Yeah, I think like, in those first 2 turns, I was thinking that the game was over because if you had had a first sacrifice, or, I mean, like, at any point in those first 2 turns, I think then you would have just been walking in.
And that might be a slight deck building error on my part where I should have those cards. I've omitted them just for, frankly, room. Yes, I combo out. Yes, I draw a ton of cards, but it is very... the deck is very compact with what it is, and just the density of star cards that I want, and the types of star cards that I want for setup pieces and things like that. I know that there's other variants out there that are playing those, and yeah, those make it a little bit better to where you can't hold the evil character in your hand, you can't put it down on the table either. So maybe if I had those, I would have been walking through. That's just not how I have this one constructed, and maybe that's just a deck building error. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, I think it goes in reserve. I mean, even on the second turn there, like, it would have been pretty
Yeah.
good. You played Emmaus Road, or, like, you drew it with use the star ability, and I was like, ah, crap, like, he's gonna have that, and he's gonna be able to underdeck my
Right.
Herod's Guard and walk in.
Yeah, and the reserve, like, I haven't worked on this deck very much. I swapped the defense out. That's the only thing I've done since I very first. So I posted this in ZTA 3 months ago, 4 months ago, right after Nationals. So I posted it in ZTA. I changed from Emperors and Denarius to Peter and 4 Drachma coin when I realized that I wanted Peter to play John, and that I wanted Unity Orange at the time for Fallen Star.
Sure.
And then the only other change I've done is change the orange out for Crimson. But the reserve was initially just thrown in as 10 cards that I didn't care about because I just intended to win right off the bat. So in the reserve, I've got things like, the Magnificat and the Child is Born, which just do more of the same thing that cards in the deck are already doing. And those 2 cards were switched out for EIP and First Sacrifice. And that's probably better. I should probably make that change.
Yeah, I think that would make sense. Teaching in parables is maybe a little more risky, but you've got Jeshua and you've got Noah.
I got
so,
Jeshua.
like, if
Yeah,
it,
I got
it's
Jeshua and
in
Noah.
reserve, so that'd be fine. Like, I wouldn't put it in main
Right.
deck. I would maybe put First Sacrifice in main deck if you can fit it, but putting both in reserve is definitely the way to go if you can't find
Yeah.
a slot.
I mean, I definitely have reserve spots available for things.
Yeah.
I do think, I don't know, like, I liked Thieves a lot against Jonathan, and there were definitely blocks that I got with Thieves against you that I wouldn't have gotten with Demons. Like, Plunderers was really strong against you for a good chunk. Like, I feel like if I don't have Plunderers, you're probably rescuing souls way earlier than you did, like by turns, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I know you were kind of slow playing it a little bit, where you probably had other enhancements that you maybe could have played, like third bowl and things like that that you could have played offensively. I know there were definitely times you had multiple enhancements in your hand and you chose not to play them.
Well, the only
right?
time, the one time when Plunders was CBP, I only had fourth bowl.
Okay.
But yeah.
Thought
then,
you had
then the other
two.
time I had Scapegoat and Angel Party.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't run very many good enhancements in here. I mean,
Plunderers definitely did work. I really wanted to get to Diluters. You reserving my wages was costly. So like the Crimson defense has a lot of good things going on, but I think the orange doesn't have as much like blocking power, especially if you open up with your Gabriel and things like that. Not being able to shut down your good draws was painful.
Yeah. If you're doing orange, then instead of Legion of Angels with Gabriel, I go to the Expatriator and just kind of. Well, I guess
sure.
I don't know how much that necessarily helps because it only takes him out for one turn since you're already decked out. But
Right.
I can just kind of snipe whoever is giving me the most issues. And
It doesn't even take him out for one turn unless you've also burned my gates, because I can just gates them right back to the table.
Well, okay, then it underdecks your gates in that case, but
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the only good enhancements that are in the deck, and Reprimand doesn't really count because I don't have any white heroes.
You don't have anybody to play it on.
I guess I could have banded to your heroes and then used it on one
That
of
would have
them
been classy
with
That'd have been
Gabriel, but yeah, I think Scapegoat on Gabriel is awesome though. Like
that was a
I'm
sweat
big fan
play.
of that. I almost did that against
I liked
Jeremy.
that. Yep. I like that a lot. Yeah. I wonder if I'd had a way to negate Herod's Temple. If I would have gotten more rescues. At that point, I mean, you're a smart enough player. Against some players that would have worked. You're probably smart enough to where you would have then just kept characters in your hand. Maybe I would have gotten one. Maybe I would have gotten one that way.
Well, yeah, you would have definitely gotten that one on the last turn there. But because Resurrection Revealer was on the top of my deck, then I would have drawn that, been able to turn off the cross.
Right.
I mean, I guess I still would have just gotten the win on this turn, I think, right?
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, I think you definitely get to 3. I end up, before the battle's over, if I'm not winning, I'm playing 3 woes on the cross.
You're dropping your woes, and then things are a lot harder for me at that point.
Yeah, so then that opens up Martyr for John. But yeah, I did just realize, like, as I was rescuing the last Lost Souls there, though, that Blind was negating Salty. So if you had been able to use your enhancements, would that have made a difference?
No. I was literally, like, I didn't care about Salty. Salty just made it easier for me to not trigger your things. I was literally just playing them to get down the hand. I mean, Emmaus Road, like, would have gone back to the deck, so you wouldn't have gotten your Angel Party rescue. Although you had delivered.
Right.
so you could have delivered that card.
That would have been good.
That would have been amazing. What was the other one that I played?
Oh, you played My Angel Appears.
Your Angel Appears, yeah.
Right.
So yes, I mean that's not doing anything anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
you had to play
really
them.
It didn't matter.
In order to get
I had
your
to
hand
play
down.
them to get down because of Outsiders and Herodias being 4 defense there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I also couldn't replay the Obed because then I would have, yeah. That is the one disadvantage. Not one. I mean, there's obviously multiple disadvantages that this deck has. Like, it lost 2 games this Lackey Grand Prix, including the final just now. But like, Dawn is in there for the nativity count, not for his ability, even though his ability is super amazing. Just lends even more credence to the fact that I should have PIP at first sacrifice in reserve.
Right, and I think if you do that, then actually Simeon probably becomes the hero in John's slot if you are worried about getting that unity. I mean, like, John is kind of a closer, but you don't really. I mean, in most cases, you won't need him.
John has a star ability. Simeon does not.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
And he has a star ability for density of count for numerous, and B, it's actually a very relevant star ability when I start using Star of Bethlehem, because it top decks a card. It top decks a good dominant,
That's fair.
which either gives me a Joshua trigger for a random card, or a dominant that I need.
Yeah.
So no, John stays in. John isn't in there for his ability. I was just working that way because it was the only route that I saw for me getting another soul this game. I don't normally care that he isn't active.
Yeah.
He is in there because he has a star that is relevant.
Okay.
As a nativity hero. Yeah, I've looked at all the nativity heroes, and yeah, I looked at Simeon and thought about it. I looked at Zechariah and thought about it. John's star ability is just too good not to have.
Yeah, that makes sense. Forgot he had a star.
Yeah, I mean, and yes, it's the same star as John the Fisherman. So like I have I'm doubled
sure.
up on that, but it's still density for numerous. I mean, I misplayed ever so slightly on my numerous because I played down Obed thinking that I played down Obed thinking I wasn't going to get there.
Right. Yeah.
And then I decided to use Second Coming to go to numerous, and me being stupid and me not having to play an adverse hand before, like legit, like when you go back to watch this and you see my hand, I mean, you saw most of my hand play out, but like that is the worst starting hand I have ever seen in goldfishes, tournament games, anything. And so me not normally dealing with an adverse hand, I didn't think I had a way to get there. And then I looked at it again, I'm like, well, I guess I play Second Coming to go to numerous to get heroes, and then at that point I'm like, oh duh, numerous gets me to Emmaus to Star of Bethlehem, because at that point I'm like, I'm just going to numerous for heroes, and didn't think I was getting to Star of Bethlehem at that point.
Right. Yeah, because
I forgot how to play the deck.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like if you didn't even have to worry about the outcasts too, because you can just go to Elizabeth and put her down first. And so,
right.
Yeah, distressed, was maybe sort of lucky, but you ended up getting there anyway, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, in retrospect, it's actually kind of crazy that I got as deep in my deck as I did with the opening hand. But again, like I had to use Second Coming, which gives you another turn where you didn't need that many turns because you just started stringing blocks together right off the bat. But
right.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I was thinking about it a little more, and I think the reason that I wait to play woes on 4 drachma coin is because because you played Crowd's Choice to go get Peter specifically, I was like, okay, so he's going for 4 drachma coin, and so I think I probably would have recognized that line. I mean, I guess
That's
Peter
fair.
is still just like a decent green hero to go there to play.
Right. But didn't I
your
go
stuff
New
on,
Covenant
but-
first? I went New Covenant before I went Crowd's Choice.
Yes,
I mean,
but you
I
didn't
was
have a
taking a pretty-
hero, so like if you
Right.
if you go New Covenant, get Emmaus Road, and then you play, a different hero that you can play Emmaus Road on, then maybe I'd drop it on New Covenant at that point.
Sure. And that's fair. Yeah, I've been playing my woes very ash, shall we say, against various games and times that I've had, because I played a lot on Daenerys's. They use Daenerys to search for the Emperor, and then before they can play the Emperor out of their hand, I play the woes on the Daenerys.
Right. Yeah.
So I have a pretty quick trigger on woes, and I just know that the woes on New Covenant would have stopped me. But I mean, woes on or Drachma Coin would have stopped me too.
Right.
Because those 4 cards, I needed them in order to get where I got.
Yeah.
All right, should we wrap it up there for the live stream, and then you can post this on Thursday for anybody that didn't see it the first time around?
That sounds good to me.
Awesome. How do I stop this?